Come on, Dav. You know that's what you do when there are other people around. I don't need to go blaming the dog. You're all on the other side of the camera. I own mine. Anyways. She's on the other side of the room, and it's something. Okay, Dr. Bryson's lab. Leviathan? Shall we? Hey, Dregs, what's up? And the dog left the seat up again, too. I'm gonna blame him for everything. It was my fault! It was my fault! Actually, no, it was her fault. Her fault. Her fault. How you doing, Dregs? It's pointless unless someone was around. Yeah, she misbehaved. Gets it. No smell-o-vision here. Bryson's lab. Let's go. Dregs, how you been? The thunder stopped, so Lonnie went back downstairs. Jazz is hanging out up here.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley? Could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
Hey, when we get to the evidence map, someone clue me in on what are the best pieces to put together. I've never written it down. How many times have we done this? I've never written it down. I always trial and error through it. I never remember it. I've never written it down.
That's an interesting goal, but is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth.
So,
that was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality, too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we can just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
I could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
No!
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
are you familiar with the applications
Transit records
of
show his name is
tungsten?
Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine, but I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
Well, you killed your boss. Really supposed to be something you dream about, not something you do. Marokin and Fly By Night earlier before the break. Thank you for the follows. Welcome aboard.
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then...
The
It was
darkness.
dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
I was right here.
So someone else pulled that trigger.
But I would never do that!
Commander, This does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it, get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly. That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Lab's a pretty cool place. Come back to it a few times. Find the audio log. A number of artifacts around here. This should stand out right away. Really. What the hell is that?
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
So the galaxy map, we've got to collect evidence to put on
Does
the map.
this tell us where Garneau went?
No,
Nope.
but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
So 16 different locations. No, that doesn't narrow it down. Thanks, Shepard. Oh, hi.
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Adding the search filter. You may examine the results on the Galaxy Map program.
Blackout crimes.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Some stuff outside I don't want to forget, so get a different view of the Citadel. Not much, but a little different.
Bryson, age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
Oh, but it will be.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan
For his
of
bar
Dis.
tabs.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance
What work?
footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there. Unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
The Batarians were studying what we were told earlier, recently, was a Reaper corpse. The Leviathan of Dis. But while the Batarian may have been aware of something quite Reaper-like, and maybe they did have a Reaper corpse, what they were studying was not the Leviathan of Din. It's still out there. Sovereign fragment. Hey, Sovereign, old buddy, old pal.
Sovereign, vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
I almost said that. I'm glad I didn't say it. I'm gonna say it. Plesiosaur?
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster's more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
The Thorian, August 17th, 2185. The Thorian, a life form discovered on Pharos, provides fascinating insight into the life cycle of a truly alien species. Unlike conventionally intelligent life, it does not use mass relays. Prothean artifacts would not interest it. Commander Shepard claims that Reaper enemies cultivated life to evolve along lines they could predict, using technology the Reapers controlled. The Thorian is an exception to that rule. It evolved to use organic tools rather than conventional technology. Leviathan must be somehow similar to have survived undetected for so long. The Thorian used pain conditioning to control its victims, using them as manual labor, or even as a man would use his own hands and fingers. Commander Shepard claims the Reapers do the same thing through a different process called indoctrination. Join the indoctrination today. Whatever Leviathan is, it must do something similar.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
The photographs have a trace chemical residue. It may be visible under another light source. Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Excuse me. Edie?
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Meteorite sample with traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need Ezo?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding the search filter now.
You made that scope? Nice. Dregs has done a fair bit of work on the Mass Effect and Dragon Age projects through Liquid, who did work with BioWare on these. Dregs, I love it every time you mention something that you did as part of these games, which we love so much. Dregs made that scope. That's that scope. I can't point all the way over there. Shepard, move over there so I can point at it. Dregs made that scope right there. Yeah. Anyways, I get a big kick out of that every time, man. Good win. Hey. Misbehave. Isn't that sweet? I should pin some of the stuff. Dregs has posted some of the bits and pieces he's done in these games, some of them in Discord, and I should pin some of that so you can find those posts. But it's really cool. We should make a collection sometime.
By Anne Bryson, age 9.
Like the one
This does not
upstairs.
seem relevant at the moment.
Yeah, thanks, Edie. It will. Real soon.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search. Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding it now.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. The hell does that mean?
It's one of those things you can't unthink. I think Billy Bob a little more than Sting, but I'm gonna have to ponder that one. Dregs thinks Dr. Bryson looks like
said he
a
was keeping the
morph
decryption
between
key
Billy
close
Bob
to his
Thornton
heart.
and Sting. Does look a bit like Billy Bob. I'm gonna have to look for that Sting. Go check the terminal.
Element 0 deposits.
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now. unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Let's go check all 5 systems.
Rachni activity.
Oh,
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. 5 possible systems.
Blackout crimes.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Chronic, don't you at me, Jay.
5 possible systems.
Alien sightings.
Three possibilities.
Where are we with the
Anne
other?
Bryson.
He still says
Age
that's not
9.
relevant now, right?
Records indicate Anne is now 28.
Oh.
She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis, but I detect no trace of the decryption key in this art.
What about this one?
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood
Yes,
art.
I sit it down.
Wait a minute. Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
All right, let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so now.
Reaper activity.
It really didn't narrow
We
it
have a
down.
match, marking the
I
galaxy
guess it
map.
did because we had.
Good. Let's go
Or the-
find
okay.
Garneau.
I think that overlapped with 5 more systems, but had 1 which overlapped with 3 of the criteria. Is that right? Okay, back to the Normandy. Thanks for your help, ED.
The Crucible Project received some new tech from the Asari government.
I'm glad they've decided to help the war effort.
Everybody has to fight now, no matter how pretty you are. I learned that the hard way.
Really? Really? Shepard does that guy's whole life's work in 15 minutes. How I do? Okay, it's all Shepard. New scanning opportunities opened up. Is that one the Calicosaur? Calicosaur?
I found something.
Cholus, large rock planet wreathed in a haze of carbon dioxide and xenon. Covered by Batarian astronomers during the last century and first visited in the 2150s by hegemony survey teams. A small number of colonists lived in aerostat habitats above its oppressive cloud layer, harvesting carbon dioxide. No habitats can be detected now. It's likely the Reapers eliminated them or the colonists submerged them into the scorching atmosphere in an attempt to hide. Okay. Okay then. Governor Grothin Parsnez.
Faster than light jump successful.
There's fuel here and I want it. We're gonna get it. We're not leaving without it.
Evasion successful.
There it is.
Reapers eluded. Faster than light jump successful.
Well, cat and mouse usually pays off.
Evasion successful.
Go, Gelston Rift. So tomorrow, I think we'll do the Omega DLC. We'll also go meet up with Sally. We're not gonna finish this Saturday, are we? But we might play through Citadel on Saturday. Maybe.
Signal confirmed.
Brace, member of the Fomor Belt, Brace is a dwarf planet with no atmosphere. It is, however, rich in lithium, which is integral to the heat sinks of many starships and handheld weapons. A large robo-mining operation from Kaelston once existed here. The miners quickly abandoned the area when they learned that they were in the path of the Reapers. Synth diamond heat sinks. They're like Mass Effect Dragon Glass. Why? Just spam a little bit more. I'm looking for the fuel. We'll get it on the way back, but it'd be nice to find it now.
Reapers eluded. Faster than
There
light
it
jump
is.
successful.
Okay. They'll be there when we come back. So, looking for him. There. In the asteroid belt.
I found something. We have located Garneau.
Good. Familiar with the applications of tungsten. Mahavid is a metallic asteroid, the very sparse Nahata belt. It has a high nickel and iron content in the form of kamacite. Rights to mine Mahavid belongs to TGES Mineral Works, who sell their products primarily to the colonists of Arvuna. Close flyby reveals light emanating from its facilities. Population 152. Pre-invasion. James have anything to say down here? Or Javik? He's not been out in a while, huh? Weapon damage or tech power damage? Let's go power damage. Quad made tech power damage and duration, or how much that's really gonna help. But worries green. Gotta head out. Sorry for lurking. Don't be ever. Round, my friend. Have a good night. We'll see you later. Hey.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
We've all read Edie's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Do we know anything more about this Leviathan?
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
But it is Garneau, Dr. Bryson's associate, that we are looking for.
Right. If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
Agreed.
BL8461 and Budboy a bit earlier. Thank you for the follows. Welcome aboard.
The doctor was right. Anything powerful enough to kill a Reaper needs to be investigated. I just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
Bryson said they were shadowing his field teams. If they're after Leviathan too, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Take us in. Don't go anywhere, Cortez. We'll grab this guy and be right out. Keep me updated on the Reaper situation.
Yes, Commander.
Is this your favorite, Chronic?
Scouting party.
Well, ain't bad.
Or what?
I like it a lot too. I've heard mixed opinions of it, but I like the lore and I like the fights.
Just by the sounds of it.
No, not on the. Just please, come on, you guys. Come on, you guys. Work with me here.
Right away.
Who told you to fire? Oh my god, we roasted that brute! Oh, bye-bye! Uh-oh, we got another one. Oh shit!
Let's get Garneau before the serious troops arrive.
It's likely the civilians will be frightened.
Would have been better if you hadn't touched me. It was roll out of the way at the last second. I was going for smooth. It was. EGES Mineral Works. Mineral Extraction Wing.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. All guests need to sign in at reception.
Considering there were two brutes out front.
Panicked.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I see. That will be all.
That will be. Hello?
Hello?
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. How can we help you? Yes, for the tour. Please sign in.
Mm-hmm.
You don't seem worried about those Reapers. You know something I don't?
TGS Mineral Works is a small to mid-level supplier of tungsten to the galaxy.
That's not what I meant.
Are you familiar with the applications of tungsten?
I'm looking for a researcher named Dr. Garneau. It would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau. Do you need to see a doctor?
How about I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken. And now, we're done. Step away. Step away. You don't
Step
belong
away.
here.
You don't belong here.
Commander, something is wrong here.
Let's look around. Carefully.
The
Look at all
people
the-
seem fearful. It is difficult to determine why.
We should repair the elevator.
Look at all the different DLC. You all just dropped, name dropped. That's so good. Citadel, Shadow Broker, Overlord. Mass Effect has gotten some excellent DLC. I like this one too.
Malfunction detected. Elevator offline. Repair terminal activated.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator, but we have to stay with it.
Drone tutorial.
Repairs initiated.
One day we're gonna get back to that and we're gonna play it through.
Did he die?
Yes, it was an accident, but he died.
That's gonna be nice.
Think about that.
Go back to Andromeda. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try really hard. Are you gonna try?
I'm looking for a Dr. Garneau.
I don't know what you mean.
Aren't you worried about the Reapers?
Hey, Wesley. Long time.
We know nothing. Go away.
We know nothing. Go away.
You don't belong here.
You don't belong here. Are you familiar with the applications of tungsten? It's not next or anything, Chronic. It's not next. Just it's one day. I don't like unfinished business, and in particular, this one. I'm gonna at least get through it. Security log, past 7 days. Jan Randall, Alex Garneau, Stephen Bragg, Fiona Trifon.
The security log at the elevator mentioned a Dr. Garneau. Why are they lying about that?
No idea. Let's hope we don't have to look too far.
Wesley, when did you last pop in? Some great games already this year. Here and Horizon and Zelda. And smaller games. Edith Finch and Carter and Abzu, and we played some big games and some small games. After comparing the stomach contents of Varen from 8 different regions, we must reevaluate our current understanding of their feeding practices. I hear you, Novo. I caved a long time ago, but I hear you. Mineral lab, mineral lab, mineral lab, mineral lab. Abzu. What have we played since Abzu? We played Rise of the Tomb Raider again. We replayed that. And we've been playing Mass Effect. We played 1 in June, 2 in July. Here we are playing 3.
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied. This is a restricted area.
Yeah, you said that.
Personnel ID
Have you seen Dr. Garneau?
You should.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
Evolutionary implications of human biotics.
I see a trend among the miners. They appear to be doing everything but mining.
Oh, everything. They're still dressed.
Turn back.
Okay.
You shouldn't be here.
White Widow. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Bored. It's too bad, yeah. EA won't put out Game of the Year editions for the Mass Effect series. Let's see, there are not EA. Bethesda Fallout 4 is getting its Game of the Year edition. In what world was Fallout 4 Game of the Year? Sorry, that's just me. That's another one we need to finish one day. I never even finished Fallout 4. One day, we're going back. Julie's hangover, right? We're about a year overdue for that. Julie got really drunk, wiped out nearly everyone in Diamond City. The next day has not yet come. Hey there, Marisha. Hi, Jay. Hi, everyone. Hi, Marisha. There we go. That one. Anyways, Fallout's getting its Game of the Year edition. Note to staff, this new crossbreed appears harmless and would be inconspicuous in an office environment. However, it is exceedingly dangerous. Use extreme caution when working with all third-generation plants. Marisha, are you familiar with the applications of tungsten? To whoever is moving my stuff, some of the data I've been compiling on how historical weather events affect Hanar government have gone missing. If you moved it, please return it. The culmination of years of research. If you need me to help you find space for your project, just ask. Be happy to help. Tennis. Yeah, we're going to be playing that, Wesley. Resident Evil 7 in October, probably not before. I'm saving up a few games to put together a nice, gory, gothic October, including that. Which one's that? Chronic.
The Turian pain threshold.
You can actually do that. You can add comments to the bot. I haven't set up documentation for it. We're going to get a website soon. We'll finally have a command list, sound effect list, all those things in one place. And in the meantime, we don't have that, but I have already enabled some of the commands. I want to encourage subs to add to Entrobot's programming. So some of the comments he makes and other things, you'll be able to add to those. There's actually an add bot comment command. Let's put that one in the game quotes.
Tungsten is remarkably versatile. We're endlessly finding exciting ways to improve and expand our operations. Our researchers will happily answer all your questions. Welcome to the Mineral Lab. Our researchers are always hard at work. Tungsten is remarkably versatile. We're endlessly finding exciting ways to improve and expand our operations.
Okay, wait, we're going around in loops here a little bit. So what are we needing? We didn't get our ID yet. We need an ID. Talked to a couple people. I went off to the right. Wandered off, didn't I? Hooray! Beer! Oh, that's cold. Old Snake. What's doing? You've been playing Snake Eater, haven't you? How's that going?
To get away with it, it's just a matter of when and where. Look at the map. Closer. Turn back. You don't belong here.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
TGS Mineral Works has an eye on the future. Cutting-edge research drives us forward.
TGES Personnel Review, Jeremy Brown, ID 231-95, Sector E Maintenance. Since applying recent feedback, your work has shown a vast improvement. Your work with the corrupted skin samples we acquired was impressive. You're being given a promotion and a raise in security access level. Thank you for your hard work. This review is confidential. Employees are encouraged not to leave reviews in view of others.
ID. Huh.
Turn back, Commander.
Hell no, I got a personnel ID now. I'm not turning back.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
Crap. Shepard, why don't you take your helmet off? You could be having trouble breathing.
Turn back. You shouldn't be here.
All good. Okay, Wesley, we'll see you in a bit.
Personnel ID number is required.
ID 231-95.
Access granted.
Quality of the ore samples from Sector 4 are tapering off. As As of 1/15/2175, that area will begin decommissioning procedures. Head of mining operations, Del Closmere. Ascat, what's up? Welcome. ISP just upped your speed for free. Tell mine to do that, please. Please. Andrea, I miss you. Why won't you return my emails? Your mother is very ill and needs to see you. I love you. Come home soon. Dad. December 23rd, 2178. Well, came in here for more than that. Missing. Didn't come in here for the pistol ultralight materials either. We still don't have... I thought the patient file got us... Or I thought the other ID got us the patient file. We didn't just get the patient file, did we?
Even estimating 60 days for complete global starvation. That's still merciful.
Absolutely. That's the data to you.
Ah, there we go. Security console.
This is a restricted security terminal. A level 5 passcode is required for access.
I don't have one.
Okay.
Access denied.
Be back. Got this door and this data pack. Due to an increase in electrical storm activity, communications with the beta site research team have been delayed. We ask all those awaiting data to please be patient. Current forecasts indicate that the storms will dissipate by the end of the week. Regular communications will resume at this time. Bingo.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Garno. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. I found another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's where I'll be. If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal. Bryson, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. Garno out.
So he's still here. Do we have that passcode hack?
Yes. Just input it at the security terminal.
Whew. Man, I am jealous. On a business connection with my current ISP, and I have a 5 meg upstream. I want a 10 meg upstream. Then you were at 50-50. You were getting 55-60. Now you're getting 75-75, but actually 80-91. And I've got 5 upload. I would like 10. That would cost almost $300 a month for 100 down and 10 up. Yeah. Snake, I'm feeling good. Man, I'm feeling good. Feeling very good. Roar! Getting my arms back. I can lift my body weight again. Back on the pull-up bar. Feeling good. Off pain meds for 2 months. I'm doing my stretches every morning. I still have sore, tender, kind of inflamed days. I have to be kind of careful, but feeling good. Bryson, P.S. discovered many uses of tungsten. Many.
Punch in Garno's terminal hack and see what it gets us.
Access granted.
The ship dropped him off a week ago.
It appears he had full access at one point before going into hiding.
Unknown male was involved in an altercation in the mines.
This Garneau human was headed to the mines.
Looks like he was taken to the med bay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low security, all access area. The med bay is restricted to authorized personnel with active patient file numbers.
I have the file number.
Let's go get Garneau.
And then we got a patient file number. Go get Garneau. Marisha, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to space your question there. I saw it and then spaced it. but you remember the mission now. Yes, we're playing through the Leviathan DLC, so we're looking for Dr. Garneau. But this isn't really where everything goes down, is it? We're just warming up. Even though the schedule says we're wrapping in about 30 minutes, we are gonna go through the whole DLC, so we have a little ways to go.
Area. An active patient file number is required.
File 7364.
Access granted.
In fact, I might even take 5 once we get back to his lab before we go where we're going. Getting upgrades. I actually finished with the PT, at least for now, unless I go back in. So done with pain meds, done with PT. I'm still doing all the stretches that I was doing in PT. My day starts with these little isometric stretches. I take a small pillow, I put it against the wall, and I have to move my head, and then I put it to the side and curve. So I do 5 minutes of isometrics, and then all these other stretches. I have TheraBands, and I'm doing rows in the door, and yeah, I've got one of those right here. I'm supposed to be stopping in the middle of the stream, and I should be stretching out and doing all kinds of things throughout the day. But I do wake up and do all my stretches. I'm being good about it. And it does feel good again to get my arms back.
Is that Garneau?
It is difficult to tell. Dead humans all look alike.
If you are looking for Garneau, you have found him. I am Dr. Garneau.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance.
Funny, you don't look like those nudes you
Are
sent.
you all right?
Yes. Only I'm trapped in here.
What's been going on in this place?
I was doing my research. Until the incident.
They attacked you.
It's true. But aside from my confinement, I'm fine.
Bryson's research led me to you.
Bryson sent you?
He's dead, Doctor. Killed by his assistant.
I see.
I need you to tell me everything you found on the Leviathan. Bryson seemed to think it killed a Reaper.
It's a myth. A dead end.
What of the artifact you spoke of in your message?
I did? No.
Yes, Doctor, you did.
Yes.
But now we've got Reaper forces attacking, so I need to break you out. We'll grab the artifact and go.
Reapers. The darkness must not be breached.
The darkness?
Why do you pursue me?
Doctor?
Leave the artifact. You will not take what is mine.
I don't believe we are speaking to Garneau.
You killed a Reaper. I need your help.
You bring only death. Someone has cut the power.
Cut the power? How do they cut the power?
Leave this place.
Roar!
We need to get to that artifact before he does.
He said it was in the mines.
We'll need to find a different route. Garneau's notes gave it. It's a nav point for the artifact.
The map indicates a service door at the next tram station.
Looks like we're not the only ones headed that way.
I am noticing a pattern. Despite the law of averages, we never find Reapers moving in a direction away from us.
Oh, bye-bye now.
There he goes. I will.
I will comply.
Say that, but will you really? Shepard. Oh! Yeah, what am I doing?
Watch our flank!
How did that Ravager end up at... That wasn't the first Ravager, was it? Maybe it was. I thought the first Ravager was dead. Something doesn't fit. I screwed up and that was the first one. Still alive with a little bit of health. Then at least that makes sense. Is this on PC? How is it 60? Ace of Clubs, what's up? Yeah, why wouldn't it? We've got a controller mod, but that's the only mod. So why wouldn't it be 60? And the game's some years old. It's not too heavy. 60 is not too hard to get. Oh! Ugh. No! Let's just send that out into outer space. Man, you are being up. All right. We've got Banshees. Let's roll back to the crew for a minute here. Let's see if we can draw the Banshees all the way to the... Whoa! Nice slide. Jeb, nice slide. Get the Banshees back here. Shepard, move thy ass. No, at least only one got us. Not good though. There's still a yeah, there's still a Ravager back there somewhere. Oh no! Where's that Ravager?
Okay, let's find that artifact.
Vado-san, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Who's still alive? Maybe a swarmer?
What was that?
Looks like the door's power supply's been cut.
The trouble spots are out there. This drone can repair it.
We'll need to escort it.
It's a good thing we had some
Unfortunately, the drone is damaged
training
and is
on
reserve
drone
power.
repairs.
Let's make it quick then. Yes.
Stay close to the drone.
Got it.
Commander, we still need to escort that drone.
But, well, come on. I was just a little bit ahead of it. Drone shields dropped because...
Repairs initiated.
Alright. I moved too quick. That's cute. Drone's running low on power. Flipping Ravagers. Gotta have, you know, priorities and stuff. I took out my crew. I am a bad commander. I am a terrible commander.
Let's head back. Door should be online.
Let's head back. Shepard, they're dead. Oh, they got better. Arisha, Twitch is giving you a hard time. See you another day, Bio. We all got spoiled in the 80s. All our Nintendo games ran at 60 hertz. We basically... Many of us grew up with games running at 60 frames per second without even thinking about what that meant. And we lost it for many, 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 many years.
The darkness can't be breached.
The artifact.
Like in Bryson's office.
Move! I got a shot.
Turn back.
Garneau!
Damn it.
Shepard, over here.
What have you got?
That was not Garneau. This is. It appears he's been dead for a while.
So Leviathan can have Bryson killed, can take over this colony, and he can use them as puppets. Huh. Anything else useful?
Encrypted data, and a personal log with 8 missed calls from a Dr. Ann Bryson.
Ann Bryson.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Commander Shepard. You all right?
I think so. I feel strange, but all right.
Do you recognize this man?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Someone here killed him.
Someone here? How is that possible? I'm so sorry.
You tell me anything about what happened to you?
Not really. I, remember... It just seemed cold. I remember a feeling... cold and dark.
If dark was a feeling, that's exactly what I felt.
That artifact, do you know where it came from?
Came out of the mine. Right. Head office was supposed to send someone. That's about all I can...
Cortez, what's your situation? Can you bring the shuttle?
Affirmative. Strangest thing. Couple of minutes ago, the Reaper forces broke off and left.
Reaper? What's a Reaper?
Vaguely remember.
What year do you think this is?
2176.
2176 was 10 years ago.
What?
Let's arrange for these people to be evacuated into temporary quarantine.
These people are unaware of the past 10 years. Many things will shock them.
It now seems Leviathan not only has the power to destroy a Reaper, but possesses an indoctrination ability.
What if it is a Reaper?
If it is a Reaper, then I want to know what it's up to. How long has it been out here, and more importantly, why? Edie, did we get anything from Garneau's notes?
Yes. They suggest that Garneau created a way to block the artifact's mind-affecting properties. The artifact seems to be the key.
Agreed. When I head back to Bryson's office, I want you there.
Yes, Commander.
I want to know just what the hell these artifacts really are and what they can do.
Whatever they are, their power and danger are clear.
And we've got one sitting right in the middle of the Citadel.
Youngsters! What did she say? 10 people wanted to speak with me?
Commander?
Dr. Chalquis and everyone else on the ship wants to speak with you. We got Dr. Chalquis, what she wanted. Let's check in real quick. Okay, I always forget. Leviathan is... I know there's the lab part, but I kind of forget how there's the lab part, and then there's the EGES part, and then there's the Ann Bryson part, and then there's the Leviathan part. So it actually goes on for a while. We're going to take a break before we continue. We're going to be going into overtime here. The schedule says the stream is ending, but I don't want to cut Leviathan up. That'd be silly. Not that much longer, but we have to go get Ann Bryson before we go after Leviathan.
You always pull through, Commander. We've received the supplies from Tactus.
Everything good?
Indeed. We've acquired some very useful equipment. As such, I've been able to enhance the effectiveness of our Medigel delivery systems. I've also collated information that Liara may find of interest. Check with Cliff.
Nice cat. There's some fighting words.
Have
Anyone
we heard
else
from
remember
Agent
Hawaii
Trace yet?
becoming a
She has not
state?
reported in for over 8 hours, Doctor.
She was stationed on Valchir when the Reapers invaded. I think we can assume what happened. Inform Agent Calamus he's now in charge of reporting Reaper activity past the Loas relay.
Anyone else watch a Canadian-made computer show in the 80s called Bits and Bytes? Used to watch that with my father. You can find it on YouTube now. It's fantastic. Billy Van, he was a comedian, and a woman named Luba Goy. He basically had a room. He just had this big U-shaped desk with every computer that was available to consumers at the time. Handy's, Radio Shack, made stuff. He had probably an early Apple and pet computers. I mean, he had a bit of everything, and he was learning software and hardware. Whoa. It's so fun. It's still out there. You can check it out on YouTube. In fact, some of the basics that it teaches about computing are relevant. So the computers themselves are outdated, but the basic theory is relevant. Just the nature of computers and what they represent and what they can do and how they process data, and some good metaphors for how they function. All still valid. Reaper weapon. Let's get some upgrades. Weapon damage. Delays electronic signature. Power damage. Medbay surgery. We don't need to heal our scars. We're good there. Health. Health bonus. A list of recent purchases by Zaid Masani. Incendiary grenades, thermal clips, Medigel. These are bulk purchases. Firestorm fuel, ablative armor plating, Anik Kadar field rations, Casa fabrication repair kit, Mount Milgram triple distilled 45-year-old Scotch whiskey, 2 bottles, and rifle parts for his discontinued Avenger series. Dr. Locke. I was working on that problem you sent me last night, and I think I found a solution for synchronizing the Crucible's energy bursts. Punch the attached capacitor redesign into your projections. Should shave 3.6 milliseconds off the Mass Effect field's activation time. You can see where that leads. If you approve, I'll send the schematics to manufacturing. We'd need roughly 250,000 by tomorrow morning for testing. Dr. Cole. Email from Jacob Taylor to Dr. Bryn Cole. I miss you, Bryn, but I'm glad you're back there. The fighting's going to get tough when we push out with the Crucible. I've gotten the cold shoulder from people who know I used to work for Cerberus. Can't say I blame them, especially after what happened on the Citadel. Been able to teach other soldiers how Cerberus fights, though. They may be wearing new equipment, but I know their tactics. I love you, Bryn. Take care of yourself. In one of my first Mac experiences, Bloodwolf, you mentioned SimCity on a PC Junior. I remember SimCity, yes. I also remember Sim Earth on a Mac. Friend in grade school, and that blew me away. Terraforming planets.
My sources told me the production numbers were wrong
Color.
at that mining facility.
Nice color.
I assumed they were just smuggling red sand. I never took the time to look closer. Too much intel. Too many places for secrets to hide. I'm going to have to start sleeping less. Hello, Shepard.
When I was in high school is when people were getting beepers. So we did not have cell phones. We did have beepers. You know, if it's important, just page me 911. Okay, break time. Yes. Misbehave. That is awesome. I'll pick your brain about that later too. But your dad was an IT guy, and you remember him watching that show. If you like very dated stuff, if you can appreciate very dated stuff, check it out. Every episode is on YouTube, although the earlier episodes are better. The more general introductory stuff is probably cooler than some of the specifics of where it's still good to look back on, but where tech was at the time, disk drive tech and electronic music tech and projections for the future. It's cool to see, but the best stuff is they have these great little animations of Aristotle and computers watching humans move so slowly. Yes, is it going to teach you all the keyboard shortcuts? All of them, all the way up to Windows 10. They saw the future. Okay, I'll see you soon. Break time. I guess we need music for that. We hear that. That, and that, and that, and that. It'll either be 4 minutes or 8 minutes. I'm going to disappear for a few, and then I'll be back and we'll finish Leviathan. I'll see you soon.